Hello, my dear student. How are you? Hope you are well by the grace of Almighty Allah. And also, you are going well with your studies. I have stood before you after a long pause due to pandemic corona. So today I am going to discuss very important topics from English for today, class 9 and 10. First of all, I would like to introduce myself. I am Ismail Sheikh, Shitalpur High School, Sitagundu, Chattogram. Before going to take the class, I would like to focus some pictures in front of you. Look at this picture. The pictures are taken from a very beautiful view anywhere, any nature part of Bangladesh. Uh, Beautiful environment. This picture shows view of beautiful environment, and this beautiful environment sometimes become rough and dirty due to the lack of responsible of human beings, and such a kind of topics we are going to discuss. And look at this picture also. What happens here? Here are also four pictures. Picture number one. Look at this black smoke releasing from the chimney, and a kids uh, under the garbage looking for some things to get. And here all the fishes die and float on water. And caption picture 4. You can see here what happens. Our beautiful forest are destroying day by day, and industrial rubbish or fuel are mixed in the water, and these are causing pollution. All of this disrupting the our beautiful nature, and nature and environment getting changed day by day. Actually, who is responsible for changing this rough weather? Our atmosphere is very beautiful, but this beautiful atmosphere are creating day by day disgusting and uh, uh, very polluted due to the irresponsible activities of human being. So going to discuss today such a kind of topics, uh, how weather getting changed, climate getting changed. Look at these pictures. Here are some pictures also, uh, our nature and environment. Some people are gathering here. What are they doing? They are actually trying to save their land and property asset. Hungry Cruel River or Hungry River, grasping the land and property, trees, all things. So these people are some are looking with a painful eyes, and some are waiting to get something safe. Why this happened? We will discuss this in this lesson. Unit 5, Unit topic Nature and Environment, Lesson 1 Pollution. Lesson topics today: the great of the roaring rivers. The great of the roaring rivers. You should note it down on your khata. Uh, mm, After the end of the lesson, we will be able to learn, comprehend, and summarize text, ask and answer the question, write slogans for posters, to be aware about our nature and environment, take part in debates on given topics. Okay, there is a video, but it may cause a havoc. So I am going to cross this. Do not show here. Okay, now we're going to discuss or read about a short story about the life of Meherjan. Meherjan, actually, Meherjan is a name of a woman. This woman is 45 years, but she looks actually more than her age. This has happened due to pain and also the cause of sufferings and sorrows and so on. Why? This is the question. Bangladesh is a land of river, we know, and most of the poor fishermen or farmer, it is seen that they are living beside the lake, beside the canal, beside the river, or near the seashore. And what happened during the monsoon or when it goes tidal water? All floats away, wash away their land and property. And what happens to life of Meherjan? We are going to read such a kind of short stories. Uh, Not actually a stories, life of Meherjan, a tale of Meherjan. Meherjan lives in a slum on the Shirazganj town protection environment. Her polythene roofed shelter looks like a cage. She is nearly 45, but looks more than her age. In front of her shelter, she is trying to make a fire to the day's only meal. Her weak hands trembles and some pollen leaves and stir to the fire. The whispering wind from the river Jamuna makes the fire unsteady. Drenching of the flame reminds Meherjan of the turmoil in her life. The last line is very painful to us. The dancing of the flame reminds Meherjan to the turmoil in her life. বাতাসে যে তার সে যে দিনের একমাত্র খাবারটা জ্বালানোর জন্য রান্না করার জন্য সে যে আগুন জ্বালানোর চেষ্টা করছে এবং আহ, সে আগুনটা জ্বালানোর সময় যমুনার হাওয়া হিসিং হিসিং সাউন্ডের সেই হাওয়া আনেস্থেটিক করে দিচ্ছে বাতিটাকে, অর্থাৎ সে মানে বাতিটা জ্বালাতে পারছে না, এদিক ওদিক করছে এবং সেটা করছে, সেটা দিয়ে একটা তার জীবনের একটা পেইনফুল দিক সেটা মনে করে দিচ্ছে। দ্য ড্যান্সিং অফ দ্য ফ্লেম রিমাইন্ডস মেহেরজানটা টার্মাল ইন হার লাইফ। যেমন জসীমউদ্দিনের সম্ভবত জননী কবিতার শেষের দিকে একটা লাইন আছে যে পাশে ঘুরিয়া মাটির প্রদীপ বাতাসে জমায় খেল, আধারের সাথে সাথে জুঝিয়া তাহার ফুরে এসেছে তেল। তো এখানে ঠিক সেই একই রকমের একটা থিম চলে আসছে যে সে বাতিটা জ্বালাচ্ছে, বাতিটা টালমাটাল করছে, এর জন্য এই নিভে যাবে, এই নিভে যাবে, অথবা টিকে থাকবে। তো মেহেরজানের লাইফটাও ঠিক এইভাবে যেন একেবারে শেষ হয়ে যেতে যেতেও দাঁড়িয়ে আছে, অথবা কিছুক্ষণ দাঁড়িয়ে আছে, আবার কিছুক্ষণ ঢলে পড়ছে, এইভাবে একটা সুন্দর একটা উপমা এখানে টেনেছেন। Look at this picture. This is Meherjan. Meherjan is sitting here. This is a shelter, like a teeny shelter of Meherjan, like a cottage. Her shelter is like a cottage. আমাদের জসীমউদ্দিন আরও একটা কবিতা লিখেছেন যেটা আসমানি নাম। সেখানেও একটা কথা আছে যে বাড়িতে নয় পাখির বাসা, ভ্যান্না পাতার ছানি, একটুখানি বৃষ্টি হলে গড়িয়ে পড়ে পানি। ঠিক সেরকম একটা, এটা তো একটা ভেন্না পাতা না হলেও পলিথিন রুপটেড শেল্টার বলছে, ছোট্ট, এবং এটাও শহর রাখার যে বাঁধ আছে সেই বাঁধের কাছে সে এটা গেড়েছে, আর কোনো জায়গায় নাই। একদিন ওয়ান ডে মেহেরজান হ্যাড এ লট অফ ওয়েলথ, শি ওয়াজ এ ম্যান অফ wealth. She had husband, she had children, she had cattle, she had arable land, she had bush plants, or bamboo tree, and other things. But all of her land and property washed away or drowned by the river Jamuna, and Satan turned her life. Not long ago, Meherjan had everything a family cultivable and cattle. The erosion of the Jamuna consumed all her landed property gradually. It finally claimed her only shelter during the last monsoon. It took the river only a day to demolish Meher's house, trees, vegetables garden, and the bamboo bush. She had a happy family once. Over the years, she lost her husband and her family. Now she is the only one left to live on with the lodge of the pain. The Great Jamuna has shattered her dreams and happiness. There are thousands of the waiting to share the same fate like মেহেরজান মেহেরজান না শুধু মেহেরজানের মতো আরও অনেক মেহেরজান অপেক্ষা করছে যাতে তাদের জীবনে এরকমভাবে ধ্বংসের দিকে চলে যাবে কারণ অনেক লোক এরকম আছে নদীর সাইডে যাদের বাড়ি ঘর আছে নদীর সাথে যাদের প্রপার্টি আছে গরু বাছুর হাঁস মুরগি মহিষ ক্ষেত খামার সবই নদীর পাশে বা বড় খালের পাশে অথবা সমুদ্রের পাশাপাশি যা উপকূলীয় যারা আছে তাদের কিন্তু তারাও কি এই মৃত্যুর জন্য অথবা ধ্বংসের জন্য অথবা অসহায় নিঃস্ব হয়ে যাওয়ার জন্য অপেক্ষা করছে এখানে সেই কথাই বলেছে there are thousands are waiting to share the same fate like Meherjan. Bangladesh is a land of rivers that affect its people. Erosion is a harsh reality for the people living along the river banks, who are actually they are sufferer. They are the most sufferer people, fishermen, some poor fishermen, and some poor farmers, and some other professions, poor professions, persons who live in the low-lying area or near the seashore or uh, near the mighty river Podda and Meghna, Jamuna, and so on. So their life is become shady gradually due to the loss of life and property. The Podda and the Meghna, it is estimated that river erosion makes at least 1 lakh people homeless every year in Bangladesh. In fact, river erosion is one of the main dangers caused by the climate change. There will be thousands of more Meherjans in our towns and villages every year. So, what we have learned that some people, actually poor people, some fishermen, and some other all other and some other profession people live by the side of a big river or by the side of lake, big lake, or some live in the low-lying area, and some live near the seashore. What happened to them when the tidal water, tidal waves or tidal water washed away their cattle, land, or crops, and so on. And actually, who lives by the side of the mighty river Podda, Meghna, Jamuna, and so on, they are actually also not safe. Anytime, exceptionally during the monsoon, wave or the tidal water or cruel river or hungry river grabs all the property, land, plants, trees, shelters, and so on. Within time or days or hours, this river can damage all land and property, and the people who live actually there may lose their life, may lose their properties, and lose their also their shelter. Now we have got some news from these topics. Embankment. What do you mean by embankment? Embankment. This is embankment. That means a construction protect the tidal water from the locality. A stone earth-made construction to protect tidal water. Shelter. What do you mean by shelter? Shelter means a place for taking rest or living. Cultivable land. What do you mean by cultivable land? This is cultivable land. Vast area full of crops. Cultivable land. Arable or tillable land. Whisper, tremble, erosion, bamboo bush, demolish, and whisper. What is whisper? To say something into the air with soundless, voiceless, speaking into air. Susan, Tremble, what is tremble? Tremble in fear, actually shaking in fear or shiver. Erosion means to make the land erodes or grading something to down, eroding, to make the land eroding. That is erosion. Bamboo bush that by bamboo plants. She is a hardwoody stem of bamboo plant. Demolish, that means about to decay, completely decay or wash up or something, destroy completely. And property, monsoon, turmoil, consume, flame. What is property? Property means asset, a place, land, asset, etc. Monsoon means seasonal wind, turmoil, decay or violent disturbance or convulsion. Consume means to arrange or sharp oneself to take in, have, and so on. Flame means burning fire or lighting fire. Now come to fill in the blanks. Fill in the blanks with the words given. There are more words than necessary. 12 words here. You will have to take 10 and each a meaningful word or correct word with a character. You will have to fill in the blanks. A lot of driven people live in an uncertain area. A uncertain area lives as they are living. Look it very carefully. The answer is floating before your eyes below the chart. As number B, for, as for number B, they are living on the bank of the rivers. They they may, here may fall victim to danger because of the erosion of the different cruel and hungry. Yeah, cruel and hungry rivers consume gradually all their landed property. Merjan is one of them who lost all of her land and property. She looks like an aged, though she is only 45. She lives in a shelter by the side of an embankment near the river Jamuna. So you should note it down on your khata. Group work time is very short, so we should avoid this section. Group. We also avoid this section pair of work. Sketch a short life history of Meherjan. মেহেরজানের উপরে ছোট একটা নিবন্ধ লেখার জন্য এটা একটা পেয়ার ওয়ার্ক। এই মুহূর্তে আমরা পেয়ার ওয়ার্ক করব না, আমরা এটাকে স্কিপ করে যাচ্ছি। Individual work. This is a very important section of this lesson, where does some questions and you should write the answer of these questions individually, separate individually. Where does Meherjan live? Where does Meherjan live? Meherjan lives in a shelter near the sea Jamuna or near the embankment. What property did Meherjan lose due to erosion? Due to erosion, we have learned a few minutes ago that Meherjan lost due to erosion. What property did Meherjan lose? Meherjan lost everything. Her husband, her children, her cattle, arable land, plants, bush, etc. All of her asset she lost. In which season does river erosion occur mostly? Actually, mighty river Podda, Meghna, Jamuna always erode the earth of the back, but exceptionally when it is monsoon, the most of the widest river became hungry or cruel and erode the surface portion of the embankment. Actually, who are responsible for climate change? Actually, we men are responsible, or human being responsible for the climate change. Why we are responsible for it? This is because, for example, we in our need we cut down trees on a larger scale, but we do not plant trees more. We have another lack of responsibility, that we build building and monuments or industry here and there without considering, without plan. and industry release black smoke and make the atmosphere corrupted or polluted. In this way, the weather became hot and got in change. In this way, all the aspect of life, man do human beings do the work that is that go against the habitat of nature and environment, and nature and environment become corrupted, and weather become changed. And what happens? It affects on our life and property. Evaluation for express below the choose the best answer. You can do it. Question number one. Roaring river means a river that flows strong, making wild sound. Rivers having many roaring boards in them. Rivers that make people cry out. River that have noisy fish. I think number A will be the correct one. River that flows strong, making wild sound. Wild sound. And landed property means, okay, student, see which line will be grow with the color, mm, that will be the correct one. Okay, property in the form of a source of income to owner. And whispering means winds that blows with a hissing sound. Okay, replacement. We have about to come to our conclusion that we have read a story, a tale of Meherjan. Meherjan is a woman of 40, but she looks more than her age due to lack of uh, uh, immunity, lack of strength, and she had at a time all of her asset, and also had husband and children, cattle and arable land, but she lost all her asset due to the erosion. Hungry river Jamuna grasped all her property. And also we came to know that about 1 lakh people every year lost their life and property, even damage of life every year. Exceptionally, the fisherman, the poor man, the farmer who are living by the side of big river, and during the monsoon, the river became hungry, cruel, and grabs all the property, land, shelter, and so on. As a result, the people who live by this area, they lost their land and property. And also we have done some activities that fill in the blanks, choose the best answer, individual work, and so on. We have also learned some question answer, some new words, vocabulary, and so on. Okay. Now homework. Write a short paragraph on a rootless woman. You know that many women like Meherjan are living here and there all over the Bangladesh, and you can find one like who is actually poor, shabby, like Meherjan, and write a paragraph about a rootless woman. My dear student, no more today, more in the next when you will see tomorrow. Thank you very much, and bye.